Welcome, one and all. This is the Peace Dealer, and we made it. I am so excited. And when I say that we made it, and I say I'm so excited, this is the culmination of 6 months of hard work. Shout out to PDID427 who got her wish list on deck. For those of you who have prepared and taken time to really get a wish list on deck, good for you. For others who haven't prepared and procrastinate their whole lives like me, get a paper, get a pencil or a pen, and write down your wish list, okay? I got a paper. I'm gonna write this down. What's up, Life Misspelled? What's up, Miss Kiki? I see Olivia Cabrera and Lady Snake Priestess. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Margaret? What's up, G1? What's up, Diane? Thank y'all for joining me. It's with great pleasure that I really honor this space we share right now, because once again, the significance of these webinars we do a lot of meditations. What's up, Miss Zia? How you doing? What's up, Trisha? What's up, Colleen? Thank you very much. Oh, Apollo, I see you have a new username. What's up, Sid? What's up, Tanya? I see you're here. Great, great. Mercedes, Smoke Low, what's good? What's up, Evie? Thank you for joining. Mallow, 111. I always say the effect of these webinars are cumulative. Oh, we got Dax in the building, and Nicole, and Kimmy, and Ruka. Okay, I feel that much better now. Just, yeah, keep this in mind. If there's any interference that we go through during this broadcast, I will just stay tuned. Worst case scenario, the broadcast gets cut off. I will make another link, and if I have to email it again, I will. But if I have to make another link, just keep refreshing this page, and I will put the link in the comment section below. I don't think we're going to have any interference, however. I want to start off this broadcast thanking Neptune. Let us all give gratitude to the planets. Picture yourself here riding Mother Gaia, Pachamama, and really feel yourself with your energy, giving gratitude to the universe. Okay. As you give gratitude to the universe, also give gratitude to each of the planets. Give gratitude to the element of air for nourishing us with breath, or give gratitude to the earth for giving us foundation. Apollodyte, you got the right picture. Apollodoon, I feel you. I did that before. In honor of the water that is cleansing your energy, give gratitude to the water. Give gratitude to the fire that is purifying and also enlightening and awakening the energy that is around you. Give gratitude. Okay. So also give gratitude to spirit. I always like to say that these webinars are very cumulative, and we've done a lot of work. When we did that New Moon in Cancer webinar, we've done some key work where we've healed the world. We've set our intent across the world. Virgo and Pisces are very karmic signs. So this is where you gain the experience of whatever you do coming back around to you. Those of you who are very intuitive and very aware have felt the apex with Neptune of how good your dreams feel, the experience of what it is you're set to manifest. And Virgo has really helped you really like gain understanding of how you're stepping into the threshold of this. And the first thing you want to ask yourself is, how much do you believe in this vision? How much do you believe in what you know is destined for you? One thing that I need to remind you moving forward as you enter the next dimension of paradise, every single thing that your heart is destined to experience and manifest cannot be taken from you. You cannot not manifest it. The worst you could ever do is to have it and take it for granted. So you're going to gain a reset button in the way that you're able to attune and vibrate to this energy. What makes this 6 months in the making is come the new moon in Pisces, there was a very potent and powerful revelation, especially when it comes to you twin flames, that you have now spent 6 months working towards. So you're ready to manifest the full understanding and awareness and realization of the bond you share with this sacred other. Whether this sacred other for you is a person or an ideal, for a lot of you, it's literally a higher being or your higher self. This is being indicated. This is being indicated by Jupiter that is in Libra, getting ready to move into Scorpio. Once we step into Libra, which this full moon in Pisces is the gateway now to moving into the next lunar cycle, which is a new moon in Libra, we are stepping into a whole new world of interpersonal relationships and extraneous social environment and interaction, where people who are versed in the art of improvisation or people who are gaining an ability to just express the deeper facets of their soul and spirit impromptu, you're going to step literally into a new dimension of thought, feeling, and just passion. This is going to feel like you're revving a motorcycle you're riding for the first time, but this is what the first 6 months of work you have been doing is for. All right, Brandy Mac just nailed it. It was honestly the last thing I expected, but everything I wanted for so long, or too so long, okay? So trust me, the logical part of me and my ego, it doesn't want to say this, but the main feature of this full moon in Pisces is you literally like coming into the full understanding of your twin flame connection. Some of you have been so focused on what you've been manifesting for yourself, you didn't even realize you were manifesting a twin flame connection. Where and you don't want to think of this connection one-dimensionally. You want to think this of as a connection that unifies your soul, your spirit, and your heart. Every single one of you watching this right now, you know the depth of that connection you share with a special individual. Divine partnership love, because you're going to also find this expressed through moon sign pairs, okay? Where one moon sign, it can express itself through different sun signs and you experience the whole flavor. But trust me, every single one of you watching this right now, and especially every single one of you that will be participating in this wish party, even if you watch this after it's live, You're walking through a twin flame gateway. This is brought to you and sponsored by Neptune. And many of you watching this, like Olivia, have already manifested this divine partnership. Back when Venus was bitch slapping these angels, when it was in Aries, now it's in Leo, and it's getting ready to enjoy its throne like the diva she is when she gets in Leo. So when I talked about that, Venus and Aries and Jupiter and Libra were establishing the divine partnerships who transcended their old reality and walked with integrity and authenticity with the new life they're living. That was 6 months in the making. Now you've developed very critically your attitude, your behavior. Venus is going Super Saiyan. Apology is just facts. It is going Super Saiyan right now. And while you're going through the stage of evolution, you may not be so aware. And while the full moon is in Pisces, you're going to be profoundly aware. In a few hours, the moon is going to enter Aries, and you will go Super Saiyan, even if you're not Saiyan. You're going to evolve with the influence of Uranus due to the quincunx and 8th house effect that Virgo will critically make us aware when we now see the details of how our characters have literally evolved. The reason why I talk about evolution in such a long stretch is because evolution doesn't necessarily happen in an instant. For many of us who have to circumvent the generational suppression of things we were taught by predecessors in our past, this evolution is a long process. But a Virgo season like this is where you not only experience the next stage of this evolution, but you start to incorporate the wisdom of what people stuck in the past still had and in their limited state were able to give. So make sure you honor that magic. And before we really now get into the introduction of what this full moon in Pisces is going to bless us with, I want you to hold forth your intent, okay? Some of you don't even really need to write down your wish list, but whether you write it down or not, I'm gonna write it down. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. And the cool thing about 6-month transits like this is we're now able to fully manifest and build on a new launch pad set forth. Before we really get into the gateways that we're crossing into, I would like you to hold your intent, because after we pull the cards for all the 12 signs, where we usually do the meditations early, now we're going to cash in on all the meditations we have done so far, okay? Really peep game here, because from the new moon in Pisces, we've had cycles that started from the new moon in Aries. From the new moon in Pisces, the next cycle was the new moon in Aries. And we built up on that, right? Until now we're at Virgo. Virgo is the very last zodiac sign before we get to the gateway of the gods. And we're now experiencing the other solstice, not solstice, the other hemisphere of energies. This is where things get super real. So this is why I was saying, for those of you who have done the webinars ever since I started, the cumulative effect is going to pay off. You've gained experience throughout your day and throughout these webinars. Because 28 days is not necessarily enough to really shed and release very hardcore, deep emotional issues or very mental, trauma that someone may face. Doing these webinars is a quick way of just kind of focusing and really understanding at length what to expect so that you can clear these issues. And for the whether you've, for those of you who've done it, as early as you can, I just want to let you know, a webinar like the last one we did and this one is going to pay off greatly, because you're taking the cumulative effect of everything you've built. Your lifestyle is going to be and what your identity is since Aries season. And you're going to finally integrate this in your lifestyle so you can open the door for the faded relationships that you're now going to, I don't even want to say compromise, fly with, because Libra is an air sign. Just keep that in mind. Once we go into Libra and Scorpio season now, we reset. So we're building energy from Libra until we have the new moon in Pisces, and then we cash it out there. Okay, so it's not only even the new moon in Pisces, it's the full moon in Virgo in that Pisces transit. So I want you to focus on your intent. Those of you who've written your wish list, focus on your intent and focus on how your energy shifts when you now focus. Okay. I want you to, first of all, feel happy inside, knowing that everything that you're setting the intention for is going to manifest over the next 6 weeks. Only because, well, not only, but specifically 6 weeks due to you having a whole season and a half to map out the lifestyle you want to live the manifestation of your wishes in, and the people you want to live this with. I hope this makes sense, because you could wish for $50 million, but what is the lifestyle that you live that's going to have you experience this $50 million? If, for example, you sleep all day, like I do sometimes, how would you even be able to, invest or use that? So this is the greatest part of a season like this, because you're literally creating your new world. But this is new, okay? Because this Leo eclipse birthed our hearts anew, and we're starting a new life. So this is what's helping you hit that reset button. You don't have to forget everything that you've done until now, but you're literally establishing, that's true, get a Capricorn. You're literally establishing a brand new understanding of what gets you passionate and what life you're going to manifest from such. Okay, so focus on your intent. I say 6 weeks because some of you want to take your time to stretch this out. For 80% of you, literally 48 hours, okay? And then it's going to take you 6 weeks to adjust and be like, oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? I have to change everything, because now the decisions that I would make at that past life does not really, come to this life. So really keep this in mind. The reason why I'm saying 6 weeks isn't the wish won't come true in 6 weeks. The wish has come true now. You're carrying that vibration, and you're going to now walk with the vibration and bring it forth with you. Okay, so this will be very shocking, because we're going to have to pass through Uranus and Aries, and the most shocking part of this is the power that comes from you in order for you to achieve and make all this possible, because you're the one that's wanting to experience this. Okay? Because this is a full moon, the wish itself is true. Nicole Razy, that's facts. The wish itself is true, and you can feel it in your heart. This is the North Node opening your heart to really love again and to awaken that magical power. So what we're going to release in this webinar are all the blocks and everything that gets in the way. When we do this wish party, we're first of all going to connect our energies. And the connection of our energies is going to heighten our power. And then we're going to spend a good amount of time really focusing and intending on every single thing we desire and wish for. And then we're going to release it. All right. So until we do that, for those of you who feel tingly, you're feeling your energy start to charge. So before we do that party at the end, just hold your intent. If you need time to write the wishes, take as much time as you need. If it's in your head, you can just keep it in your head. You don't have to write it down. You can write it down after. It's all good. Okay? And the best part of it is there's no limit to how many wishes that you can wish for. All right? Holding the intent is what you're going to carry with you when you now take action off of everything you wish for to go make it real. But the reason why you want to hold this intent first is to charge your energy up and to really, with the law of attraction, charge your heart so you're more aligned with this, and you'll show yourself how powerful you really are. Okay, make a hand sign to focus your chakra. All right, anyway, really keep this in mind, because we're gonna some of you are already feeling this. Joanna, your heart's palpitating. This is because this is very divine energy. The moon is still in Pisces. A lot of you are feeling this loopiness, and right now the moon is on Chiron. So a lot of you feel like, you feel like crying, and some of you are feeling sensitive because you're really healing that divine connection. And do you know what's making you kind of want to cry, everyone, on a soul level? The divine is apologizing. Could you imagine? Could you imagine you getting hurt as a child, and then your parent really apologizing to you? Spirit, you're getting forgiveness from spirit, but spirit is the one wanting forgiveness from you. Spirit just wants you to believe again. Spirit wants the days when you were like a child and you just opened your heart. But spirit is apologizing because real life happened to you. Real life happened to your heart, and you weren't able to really gain a proper understanding of spirit in light of the evils that happen in this real dimension. So you're really tapping into this healing. This is what this wish party is here to fulfill at large length as well. So keep this in mind. This is the beauty of Pisces, because the Piscean vibration loves the experience of getting emotional to where it could just surrender in the presence of its own vulnerabilities. And you want to allow yourself to do that. All right, so before we really get lit in the most sensitive of ways, I can't believe I just said that, but before we get lit in such a very, you know what I'm saying, I really like to see in the live chat, some of you are crying. You really want to release, all right? This is a full moon in Pisces where you finally just release to the divine, because every single one of you watching this are going through some bullshit that you cannot tell anyone. There's certain things that people don't understand about you. And this is not even a bad thing. All right. This is one of the most beautiful things. I feel like I have to apologize to my higher self. I feel all my transgressions towards myself and others. Ruka, same with me, all right? And it's exactly the same with you. This is the duality of Pisces. So I really want you to just take time right now to release this energy. You don't have to cry. Some of you can visualize yourself crying. I couldn't see myself crying or visualize myself crying, so I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, you really do just want to release all this energy, whether you do it by crying or laughing, because it's not all sorrow, too. Some of you are releasing the joy of evolving and coming as far as you've gotten, you know what I mean? So you definitely just want to give it all up to not only the universe, but these genies who literally, eat our energy the way we eat, food. But it is what it is. They're genies who rule existence, so we don't really have a choice. It is kind of the way life works. Anyway, as you focus on your intent, really think about what you're releasing. Um, Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Melanie. I've come to find that crying really is beautiful. Um, there's just this pride deep inside that is waiting to be destroyed. But I'm not, yeah. I don't find anything wrong with crying. It's just this game I play with myself. But anyway, um, I want you to think of the mutable signs as portals, as I always say. And we're going to revisit this theory to come into a full understanding of why this full moon is the most potent full moon of the whole year. Okay, but once again, take some time to focus your intent. It's 7:33 p.m. PST. So take some time to focus your intent. I'm going to let's just spend 2 minutes breathing deep. And any feelings that surface, just release. Okay? Any feelings that surface, just release. I value every single one of you right now, because the only reason we're even feeling into this is because of all of you participating. We don't necessarily know each other intimately in the sense where we're like touching each other physically, but our feelings and our minds are aligned. Okay, we're all vibing in the live chat. This is like, people are getting chills. I keep on thinking there's something walking on me. It's like vibration. So this is the vision of a lot of our ancestors for all of us. No matter of whatever color we are, no matter what creed, we can connect like this, and we can be the forerunners. Don't forget that there are over 80% of people out there in the world who are still lost. Like, they really don't know the love of the universe, of the divine. They're still stuck in skeptical mindsets, and they secretly cut themselves, or they just secretly close off their hearts because they don't really know that everything happens for a reason. They don't know that they had to go through that crazy 8th house transit or that crazy 12th house transit. So every one of you watching here, you represent that light, you represent that depth, you represent that awakening spark to where you can enlighten the minds of so many people around you. You want to release that resentment. You want to release that negativity you get from people who just aren't there yet, who kind of suppress you and hold you down. You're holding space for them. Because of your light, you've helped a lot of people see clearer, even though in your face they may not acknowledge it because they're not ready to yet. Maybe they need more time to process it. You've still been a light in their lives. And even if you don't have like an award ceremony giving you that props, the angels see you, the gods see you, the goddesses see you, the spirits see you. Okay, and we can talk about this hidden but so prevalent side of life like it's just an afterthought. Like, yeah, I know they see me, but what about the real people? But these are the ancestors you connect with every day. These are the people that help you connect with the timing in life, and these are the people who also help you connect with your real friends as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's not to say that everyone here watching this is not having real accolades for what they do too.